And then maintenance. I think Senator Alan Peter
President.
Cayetano, Mr. President.
With the permission lang of
Yes,
Senator
please.
Pimentel.
Senator
Yeah.
Cayetano's recognized.
I'm generally supportive of the extension, but naiklaro lang yung purpose at yung
Yes.
hawak nila. But I wasn't going to ask a question anymore. And to be fair, no, the GM, we have been coordinating through our representatives. Pero na-shock at na-surprise lang ako doon sa after 1 year, tine-turn over na. Kasi karamihan ng panahon ni President Ferdinand Marcos Sr. na almost 50 years na sa Taguig,
Hindi pa
ayaw
na-
nyo i-turn over. So, i-correct lang natin yun na sa lahat ng lugar, magwa 1 year i-turn over. In fact, yung last natin pinag-usapan tenement, MOA lang ang pumayag kayo at usufruct, hindi turnover. Diba? So, when we finalize this bill, I think it should be clear. So, tinatanong ako ni Senator Pimentel, ano nangyari sa inyo? Simple lang. Lahat ng may problema, tinurn over nyo sa LGU. Lahat ng asset, hindi nyo tinurn over. That's why ang nasa amin, problema. Ang nasa inyo, yung pwedeng may income generating, it's not fair. 'Di ba? Hindi maayos ng LGU kung ganun yung attitude, 'di ba? So if it's a case per case basis, I will accept that. But if you're saying na yan na yung takbo ninyo, yan na yung inyong I won't even use tenement, Maharlika Village.
Yes.
That is a
Ang
premier
luma-luma.
and ang ganda-ganda ng intention noon, magkatabi, magkapitbahay ang Kristiyano, Muslim at anuman religion. Pero nung nilipat yung Quiapo II galing Manila, nagka-problema kami doon. And until now, ayaw naman i-donate ng NHA yung karamihan nung ano. No, you don't have to answer me now. Nag-uusap naman kami. I'm saying it's a matter of policy, di ba? Na iba ata yung sinasabi nilang policy nila na 1 year binibigay at iba actually on the ground. Kasi kami napakarami pang properties ng City of Taguig na nasa NHA.
I just want to interject. Sa amin din,
With
hindi
the
rin
permission of,
tinurn over.
two
Hindi
senators.
rin tinurn over. And in fact, the responsibility of developing the area, the community, nag-rest sa amin. Kami nagpagawa ng kalye, ng market, ng mga homeowner association, covered court, lahat ng improvements sa community kami nagpagawa, hindi NHA. Parang ang binigay lang ng NHA yung lupa na hinuhulugan ng mga bayo.
Parang ganun
Maybe-
din yung paliwanag nila na hindi daw maliwanag kung sino ang may-ari ng lupa. Kasi yun yung mga sinaunang project, yung mga bliss housing, katulad ng sinabi ni Senator Cayetano, yung Maharlika Village, Signal Village.
No, Madam Sponsor, sorry ha.
Yun ang sinasabi
Sabi ko nga, hindi
nila.
nga ako mag-object sa inyo. Kayo may-ari eh. Nasa
Yun na
ilalim
nga,
ng
sabi
NHA.
ko nga,
eh.
NHA ang may-ari
Nasa ilalim ng
lupa.
NHA, may titulo yung mga yon, di ba? So, I mean, hindi ako tumayo dito para sabihin i-turn over nyo. Tumayo ako para sabihin, wag nyong sabihin na after 1 year tina-turn over nyo. Kung hindi yun yung policy. And then after Senator Villar stood up, di ba sinabi niya, ganun din sa kanila. Kasi personally, 20 years na ako dealing with you. 1998 to. So ilan years na yon? 26 years na dealing with you. Alam namin kung saan nakatitulo yung mga yon. Bakit kayo magmomowa ng usufruct kung hindi sa inyo lupa? Edi criminal charge yon. Nagpanggap pa kayong may-ari.
Okay, I'm not certain that this is right, but they're saying that they're unable to turn over because of the limitations of contract, which are simply a usufruct daw.
No, Madam Chair, I mean, kung ganun din sila,
Yun daw yung kontrata
mag-impake-
sa kanilang mga beneficiaries.
Paano usufruct?
No,
Di ba pinag-delete
obviously,
ang
Madam
mga
Chair,
beneficiary?
Mr. President, I'm sorry to the sponsor. I know she worked so hard for this. I know urban planning and everything, but obviously the NJ doesn't know what they're saying. If you're the owner of the land at may usufruct ka sa gumagamit ng land mo, you can turn over the land to the LGU. And then now the usufruct is between the owner of the land, which is the LGU, and yung gumagamit. At saka katulad nung isang hindi nyo tiniturn of kalye, vacant land, park. Wala naman usufruct yun eh. So, as I said, no, hindi na nga sana ako magtatanong. Pero hindi ko naman tatanggapin na sasabihin nyo dito, after 1 year, ito turn over nyo. Tapos lahat ng nanonood dito, ganun pala. I'll give you an example na naman, ha. Ito, binabantayan ko to. Sa bagong lipunan condominium at sa tenement, meron kayong open space doon. Nung ang NHA ang namamahala doon, pinayagan nila na mga sabungin ng manok ang pinarada doon. Yung swimming pool, ginawang fish pan na tilapia. Okay. This year, bago nung budget hearing, ang namamahala na doon ngayon, yung JAL Church. So kung sino man namamahala sa inyo, nilapitan sila, imbis na mag-thank you sa JAL Church, kasi ni-renovate nila ng sarili ng pera at pinapagamit, sinisingil nyo ng 5 years na paggamit nila. Without knowing the history of the place, na bago mag-take over ang JAL doon, ang namamahala doon na taga-NHA, sabungin na mga manok ang nilagay doon. That's an example. Hindi ko na inisa-isa yung budget hearing yon, pero insulto naman siguro sa amin na pupunta kayo dito, sasabihin nyo na pag 1 year to turn over nyo. Madam Chair, to prove my point, gaano karami pa properties nyo sa City of Taguig?
Okay, ang dinadahilan naman nila, dalawa daw yung request ng Taguig. Una, yung Fort Bonifacio tenement na turnover na raw. Tapos in the works, yung ikalawang request na Maharlika Village.
Ma'am, hindi po nila tinurn over ang tenement. Ang sabi nila, hindi daw nila pwedeng i-turn over. Kaya ang ginawa nila ay MOA kung saan they retain ownership. Pero ang city ang magdi-develop, i-ensure lang na primary ang housing. Diba? Kaya ako napatayo ngayon. Dahil sinasabi,
yung lupa, hindi pa nilipat.
hindi nila tinurn over. That's why nga, hirap lahat ng mga beneficiary like LGU to build what they can build there because ownership matters. Magjo-joint venture din yun eh. Wala nga tiwala yung iba kapag tatlo mag-uusap or kaya NHA. Bakit? Not because of who you are and who you are there now, but because every administration napapalitan kung sino. At hindi lang kung sino yung GM. Sino yung regional director mo, kung sino yung ano mo. And example ko na binibigay sa inyo dyan, yung ina-administer ngayon ng JL na vacant, I forgot what exactly they call that. But anyway, ma'am, I'm not gonna argue. I'm just saying, get your policy together.
Tama.
Diba? So if you're telling me now na ti-turn over nyo pala, ba't ayaw nyo i-turn over yung sa tenement?
Bakit? Akala ko sabi mo, tinurn over na, hindi pala.
No. It's illegal move.
Pero hindi sapat ang MOA para maglipat ng pag-aari.
No, yung MOA, it said it's a use of rock. You retain the ownership. You just told us kanina here that you don't want to
Sabi mo,
retain the
use of
ownership.
rock.
Gusto nyo ayusin yung housing, ipapasa nyo. You did not do that. Maybe you want to tell the sponsor, and this is not against UGM, kasi bago kayo. Bago lumabas yung MOA na yan, 10 years ba o 11 years? Kailan na-condemn ang tenement?
10 years daw.
10 years bago nyo nilipat, papel lang, MOA. Kakasabi nyo lang, after the first year, willing na kayong ilipat eh.
Ang turnover po namin is the roads and the management.
Tapos?
Yung ownership of the land.
Ang tiniturn over lang din nila sa mga old projects ay yung roads and management. Pero yung lupa, hindi daw tiniturn over.
So maybe I can ask him this, ma'am. And thank you for your patience, Senator Amy. I'm sorry. that
Pasensya kasi talagang hindi ko rin masyado
no, but in
naintindihan.
this case, na-condemn yung old project niyo.
Tama, 10 years
Okay.
ago.
So kung gagawa ng bagong housing doon, is that new, is that old?
Redevelopment site ang
then new, di ba?
tatawagin. Di bago na.
Ayaw nyo. Ang gusto nyo, 25 years. Ayaw nyo ibigay. So don't tell me sa old projects lang yun. Kasi new project to eh. I-demolish natin ang buo dahil condemned na eh.
Tama. So dapat bago yun.
So anong misteryo meron dyan sa ganyan? So dun pa lang tayo dun, ha? If we go to Maharlika, if we go to Bagong Lipunan
Bagong
condominiums,
Lipunan.
may property pa kayo sa ano, di ba? Sa pinagsama. Oh, meron pa, di ba? Oh, tinurn over nyo na ba yon? Oh. So, yun lang sa akin, ma'am. I mean, don't ask us for an extension of life. I'm talking to the NHA.
Yes.
And tell us na eto reforms nyo, ibibigay nyo yung lupa, and then hindi yun naman pala totoo. I would have extended you, even if you said, we will keep it, we will develop it. Kasi babalik ta rin ko naman tanong ko, if you say you're gonna keep it, anong assurance namin na when you're keeping it, you will maintain it? Because you're not maintaining it.
Na-condemn nga eh.
Oh, isa sa pinakamalaking mosque, yung mosque sa na-condemn. Oh, isa sa pinakamalaking mosque sa Metro Manila, 'di ba, yung nasa Maharlika Village. Yung harap na part na yun, ni 5, wala kayong ginastos doon over the last 25 years.
Yung Blue Mosque.
Oh, yung Blue Mosque, wala silang ginastos doon. Oh. So anyway, Madam, I want to put that at the feet. And
Yes,
as I
we're
said,
grateful
I
that you
appreciate
put that on
nag-uusap,
record.
pero sana
And
malinaw yung, kailangan kwentas
Well
claras.
taken.
Diba? Thank
Well
you.
taken.
Thank you.
I'm pleased that you put that on record. And I enjoin the NHA to rectify and explain at the soonest possible opportunity. Magsasubmit sila ng papel upang ipaliwanag kung ano talaga ang pangyayari dyan sa Maharlika Village, pati na rin ang Fort Bonifacio tenement.
Thank you, Senator Alan.
We'll continue, Mr.
Yes,
President. Okay.
please proceed.
Yes, thank you for all of the interventions at namumulat ngayong mga mata natin at marami tayong natututunan. Yung 1.269 housing units na na-construct na po ng NHA over 50 years, lumabas sa mga interventions na ang iba rito, libre, outright grant.
That's
Kasi
right.
ang iba rito, expected na magbayad
That's
si
correct.
beneficiary.
Oo, halo-halo po yan.
Yes, kaya nga po,
Kaya nga nalilito paski yung tao doon sa collectibles. Inaakala nung iba, outright grant. Yung pala, maniningil. Kaya doon nagkakagulo at yun ang problema natin. Dahil yung iba naman, rinereklamong substandard. Isa pang malaking problema yan, na hindi nalilipatan.
Pupuntahan ko po yan. Kaya nga dito sa 1.269 million housing units, meron siguro silang figure ilan ang outright grant.
Ilan ang outright? Itong lahat ng calamity for sure, di ba?
Yes, yes.
So, tapos?
Pare.
Ito, hindi. Resettlement. Saan? Portion ng? Ano ba ibig sabihin ng RAP LGU?
Assistance.
Ah?
Assistance for LG.
Right. Ano pa? Wala na? Yung danger... Oh, may bayad lahat? Pati mandamus?
naman siguro yan.
Ito, okay. Okay, pinaghati naman nila doon sa 1.269, ang outright talagang grant na pinakamalaki, etong tinatawag na calamity victims, 276,456. Outright talaga yon. Tapos, yung RAP LGU, yung tulong sa LGU, wala rin bayad yan, tama ba? Wala rin bayad, 125,003.
What is it? Anong tawag sa programa na yun?
Bakit bakit libre? Resettlement Assistance Program ng LGU, ang tawag sa RAP LGU.
Pero siyempre, ano yan? Mga limitadong numero lang ng LGU yan.
Yes, that's right.
So, paano naman sila ang napili?
Kung sino yung malapit-lapit, safe, may titulo, higit sa lahat, may dokumento, at yung malapit-lapit yung utilities kasi nadala na rin sila na yung walang tubig, walang kakabitan ng kuryente. The other big group would be the Indigenous People's Housing, that's also outright grant. The former Rebels Housing, yon outright
Ilan
din
po
yan.
yun? Ilan po yung...
Pero konti lang yon, 16,000 yung sa IP, at saka sa former Rebels, 1,218.
Sige, let us say, i-round off ko na, let us say may mga 850,000 units ang na-build na ninyo na meron dapat
May
obligation
bayad.
to pay.
Yes.
Dito po yung manggagaling yung sinabi natin na 15 billion na outstanding collectibles. Doon naman yun?
Yes,
Doon po
that's
yun.
correct.
Doon po yun,
yes,
no? Kasi
yes,
sabay-
the others have no collectibles, that's correct.
Sige, okay, sige po. But yung 15 billion na outstanding receivables ng NHA would not really be just for the cost of building the house? May mga penalties na nakasali doon?
Yes,
So,
I think
okay.
penalties, interest
Penalties,
payments,
interest,
patong-patong na po.
Nagpatong-patong na. Sige po. Actually, so far, sa mga nakakausap naman po natin dito na kapwa natin senador, wala naman outright na against sa proposal to extend the corporate term. Pero I think this is really the right time
Yes.
and the right moment for us to fix in our minds yung the macro level ang tawag doon, macro level view
Yes.
on how the different housing agencies should interact with each other and
the new department.
Their specific
Functions, yes po.
and roles. Na,
That's correct.
As much as possible, iwas daw natin yung overlap
Or duplication.
redundancy, duplication.
That's correct.
Sayang resources eh.
That's correct. Konti na nga lang yung pera para sa housing,
Correct.
linulustay pa sa iba't ibang ahensya. Tama po yun. Kaya nga, naisip ko, kung 50 years ang bibigay natin na extension, ano kaya na within the next 3 years, halimbawa, gumawa tayo ng bagong restructuring given na meron naman bagong department. Ano ang relasyon nila? Siguro maglagay tayo ng amendment doon. Ako lang naisip
Yes,
ko lang.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Maglagay tayo ng amendment na obligado sila to come up with a new organizational chart, with a new set of guidelines and IRR doon sa loob ng DSUD at lahat ng sanga-sangat niyang financial agencies, iba't iba. Tapos i-explore rin siguro natin yung sinasabing usufruct or long leases. Kapag hindi talaga kaya, para maibalik naman sa gobyerno, ito iba naman ang makinabang. Tapos siguro may level of monitoring doon sa mga substandard. Kasi nakailang beses na tayo nakakarinig ng skandalo, magpapatayo ang gobyerno o yung kontrata ng gobyerno, kontratista ng gobyerno. Tapos taon-taon hindi lilipatan ang dapat lumipat. So maraming issues po talaga na ganon.
Yes, Senator Ontiveros, Mr. President.
Senator Tiveros recognized.
I think the
Salamat,
only
Mr.
intention
President.
at this point was to give ourselves some time to come up with a new schema for all these housing agencies that seem to have proliferated.
Which is my brief interjection, Mr. President, with the kind indulgence of the good sponsor and the minority leader na, in fact, dun pa lang sa DSUD law,
Oo.
required na ang department i-reorganize yung key shelter agencies na hindi pa nagagawa ng department. At isa po sa mga tanong ko, Mr. President, at the proper time sa interpellation ko. Salamat, Mr. President, at sa good sponsor at sa minority leader.
Thank you, Senator Tiveros.
Actually, that's correct. It's in the DSUD law, and that was 2019. And there is actually a time frame. It's time-bound by 2 years after 2019. And nasa 2024 na tayo, hindi pa maliwanag yung mga linya ng mga financing group, ng NHA, at lahat ng grupo ng housing. 2 taon pala, nakita ko time-bound siya at saka dapat measurable output kasi dapat may plano na eh. Ang liwanag naman dito, furthermore, sa Section 22 ng DSUD, tama po si Senator Ontiveros, within 2 years from the effectivity of the Act, the Secretary, in coordination with the GOCC, shall recommend the restructuring of all the foregoing corporations to exactly to eliminate overlaps, if any, in programs, etc., etc.
Yun na nga. So kung ganun nga, so delegated power, pag hindi ginagawa, then the origin of the power must now act. Kasi hindi nga ginawa eh. So tayo, we have to act.
Pwede rin tayo mag-oversight. Kasi
At-
nakaka 2
pero
years na.
ganito po question ko. Kasi pinasok na rin ni DSUD ang building of housing units.
Right.
Binibid out din naman itong gawaing ito. Linilimit lang niya sarili niya dun sa mga
Pag-ibig members.
pag-ibig members. But I don't think there is an obstacle na mag-overreach or mag-reach out na rin si DSUD even to the lowest 30% decile. Kung pwedeng gawin ng DSUD yan theoretically, pwede na pala tayo, we can get rid now of NHA, theoretically speaking.
Or NHA could be absorbed more closely under the umbrella of the SUD rather than being a corporation that's separate.
Yes. Ganun nga. So ganun. Kasi theoretically speaking, ganun. Iniba mo lang yung specs eh.
Tama.
The specs of the contract being bidded out. Di ba?
Kasi
This
bago
time-
lang yung DSUD eh. Hindi naman siya 50
Kaya nga.
years old. 5 years old lang siya.
So tama po ba yun? Theoretically speaking, the housing sector can survive even without an NHA because anyway, this should is involving itself in the actual building of housing units. Tama po ba yun?
Eto nga, babalik na naman tayo dun sa DSUD law. At ang pagkaintindi kasi namin, yung DSUD para sa policy making. At hindi dapat pumasok sa building. Yun nga yung magulo ron eh. Eto nga. Does it have anything here? Yes. If you look at Section 4 of the DSUD law, the department shall act as the primary government agency for the management of housing, human settlement, urban policy, the sole and main planning, policy making, regulatory, program coordination, and performance monitoring entity, human settlement, etc. Adopt a national strategy, ensure the alignment of policies and programs. Wala po rito nakalista na magko-construction din siya ng low-cost housing. Yun ang problema kasi talaga NHA ang maliwanag na sole housing construction body.
But it's a fact now that meron tayong yung condominium projects nga
4PH.
under DSUD, and which agency is conducting the bidding for the contracts of the building of these condominium projects? Di ba si DSUD? Hindi, si DSUD?
My understanding is it's the LGU that is bidding out the contracts, not the SUD,
Okay.
because it is outside of their mandate as a policy-making body.
So it has become an LGU.
There's a great deal of confusion because they couldn't find any money.
May I ask for a
At
minute
the
suspension,
outset,
Mr. President?
I believe that at the outset, there was hope that they would be able to raise financing. Later on, very little financing was available. They started tapping private developers and aligning them or matching them with LGUs.
Okay, ganito. There is already a condominium project being built in Negros Occidental. Meron nata, Bacolod. Ayun, okay. If just in case our resource persons know the answer, sino nag-bid out ng project na yon?
Actually, the NHA people are not aware. They're not really clear as to who bid it out.
Can I ask for a minute suspension? Ko na rin yung mga 1.269 million housing units na na-build nila over 50 years. Magkano dun yung expected na binayaran, outright grants, pero ilan din doon ang occupied, ilan din doon yung unoccupied. Kasi sa YouTube, marami ako nakikita na mga government housing projects, and I'm assuming NHA projects ito, abandoned. Binibisita ngayon ng YouTuber at tinitignan niya, abandoned. At hindi ka rin naman magtataka bakit walang nakatira doon kasi parang nasa out of the way naman din masyado, Mr. President. So ilan po ang ganitong housing units naman ang masasabi natin ay nasasayang lamang, Mr. President?
Ang nakikita ko dito sa listahan nila, ang karamihan nitong unoccupied na hindi matapos-tapos, nasa iba't ibang lugar sa Rizal at sa Cavite, kung saan yung mandamus ng ating Korte Suprema noong 2008 ang nag-obliga na magpatayo ng iba't ibang lugar. So the project, for example, in 2 Inares, Baras, Rizal, was fully completed in 2023, 1,515 units, pero hanggang ngayon, ang intindi ko, hindi pa naokupahan dahil wala raw master list ng beneficiaries binigay. So ngayon, re-allocate to affected families, iba-ibang segment ngayon. Pero yun yung mga unoccupied, pati yung Hermosaville. 2020 pa natapos sa Baras din. Ngunit, yung Binangonan daw, decided na wag okupahan. At nagpatayo ng sariling housing project. Hindi ko masyado naintindihan. Pero in the meantime, andyan nakatiwangwang, tulad ng sinabi ni Minority Leader, libo-libong bahay, unit, ayaw lipatan.
So, masyado ata rin mabilis kumilos ang NHA. Bakit naman masyadong excited? Walang listahan ng beneficiaries. Andyan na mga bahay. Walang final decision ng LGU. Andyan na yung mga bahay. I mean, tayo yung nagdududa din at bakit naman sa sobrang excitement in-build na walang beneficiary, Mr. President. Tapos,
Well, tulad ng sinabi natin, parating ayaw lumipat ng mga tao, galing sila sa pinaghahanap buhayan nila, pinag-aaralan ng anak nila, pilitan talaga lumipat sa mas malayong lugar.
akala ko ba part ka sa 1 million per housing unit na expense is the preparatory steps? 635,000 lang si unit, yung 365,000 other expenses yung kasama seminar, pagkonbinsi sa kanila.
Tama yun, talagang nahihirapan sila. Minsan lilipat, kukunin yung pera, tapos babalik na naman sa Quezon City kung saan wala naman silang lugar. Kaya eto, yung ongoing relocation has become a new phenomenon. Dahil may MOA between the DILG, between the sending and the receiving LGU. And the target for the remaining relocation is the last quarter of next year, 2025 daw.
Well, anyway, pa sa NHA resource persons natin, yung actually yung napanood ko sa YouTube, Davao del Norte.
Ay, sa Davao naman.
Hindi siya Rizal o Cavite. So find out what project is that? Is that your project? Basta abandon.
Ang nandito na listahan, Government Employees Housing, Baloi, Lanao del Norte.
Lanao, Baloi, Lanao. So, ganito, Mr. President, 50 years of existence. Iba't ibang klaseng problema ang kanilang na-encounter. Ang iba siguro nasolusyonan, ang iba hindi pa nasusolusyonan, pero at least napag-aralan na. Siguro naman meron na tayong mga leksyon na tama, lessons learned. Mr. President, pwede ba humingi na lang ng summary? Huwag na lang sagutin sa ano, but sige nga,
what are the lessons learned, best practices?
It's like an essay or a soul searching by the NHA. Sa 50 years na existence namin, ito po ang iba't ibang problema na na-encounter namin. At ito po yung, nung na-encounter namin ito po yung ginawa namin to solve that particular problem. Para makita po natin when we enter the amendment stage of the bill, Mr. President.
That's right po. I will ask that, but right off the bat, ang sinasabi nila, they've learned already to stagger the amortizations for one thing, because there's a big leap after the 10th year. So dapat mas hinay-hinay. And there are also issues about the relocatees during when it's a disaster situation. Talagang bumabalik. So there has to be monitoring after if the settlement was in fact abandoned or it was claimed to be substandard and so on. So dapat may after settlement monitoring. Those are some of the lessons that are clearly learned by NHA.
Di ba ang best practices sa real estate, parang may punch list ba yan? Punch list ba tawag mo doon?
Yes,
yung may checklist na
bago livable or
bago i-turnover sa
may-ari.
Sa occupant, di ba? So,
yes.
Sana ganun din sa
I think that's another thing.
Suntukin muna yung wall kung lumampas yung kamay doon,
substandard. One thing
manunod.
that they've been very careful about of late is that they are making sure that there are utilities at least nearby. Kasi ilang beses na nagpapatayo, ang layo-layo pala ng kakabitan ng tubig, ng kuryente. So now it's very clear that it has to have available utilities nearby. Yung mga simpleng ganun kasi napakamahal nga naman magpakabit ng lahat nun. And we've underestimated, I think all along from DSUD to NHA, the cost of land development. Yung paglalagay ng drainage, ng kalsada, parating underpriced sa budget. Parating mali.
What is the standard term
30%.
for the beneficiary to pay off the cost of the
30
land?
years.
30 years?
Yes.
Okay. Except that dinesign nila na after the 10th year may balloon payment?
Sinasabi nilang graduated, pero ang naririnig ko sa mga occupants, lumulobo daw sa 11th year. Kaya nang hihingi sila ng konting tawad.
Ayusin na lang po nila. 30 years is
It's
I
a
think
long,
that's
it's a fair
long time,
period.
yes. So with that, Mr. President, I think marami pa sanang tanong, pero iano naman natin I think i-review naman talaga natin itong panukalang batas na ito. Tapos sa period of amendment na lang, with the permission of our sponsor, if necessary, if we can ask some clarificatory questions before proposing the amendment. Should we find it necessary to do so?
I think given the number of questions that have been raised, it's important to have some consultation even before we
Correct, yes.
file the amendments po.
So we thank the sponsor for her patience with us, Mr. President. Thank you. And to our resource persons, salamat po.
Thank you, Senator Pimentel. Senator Cayetano.
Again, I'd like to thank the sponsor, Senator Amy. But may I propose, sundan ko lang po yung sa minority leader, yung lessons ng NHA. And again, di ba, kayo nakaharap. That doesn't mean na yung mga problema the last 50 years, kayo yon, di ba? Having said that, if you really learn the lessons, baka pwedeng kayo na rin ang mag-propose sa amendment. And not everything naman is a legal provision in the sense that you have to it's a rules and regulations. Some of it can say, for example, among the following properties of the NHA, we are obligated to turn over the following within the next 5 years. Kung lesson nyo, halimbawa, pag masyadong malayo yung lupa, babalik din sila. You will not offer or build there unless there is a school, there's a hospital, etc. No? So I mean, if you really learn from that lesson, you wouldn't mind that it's in the law, di ba? Then we might have a better NHA in the next 50 years, regardless kung sino yung GM. So I hope the good sponsor and the NHA would consider that. Kasi sila naman nakakaalam talaga kung ano yung magandang nagawa at saka yung problematic, Madam Chair, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Senator Cayetano. Meron ako nakita dito, inabot lang sa akin, November 11, na nag-submit ng MOA,
Yes.
ang LGU Taguig, 28, NHA approved, at sana sa lalong madaling panahon ma-finalize yung MOA at ito na yung umpisa ng turnover.
Yes, ma'am. That's what I was
totoo.
saying. Ang sinabi nila kanina, pag 1 year to turn over.
Yun na ang general rule daw
Yes.
para sa mga bagong project.
We've asked them for 10 years to turn over. Ayaw nila. Finally, pumayag sila ng MOA na
okay.
sa kanila pa rin yung lupa.
Ito na ito.
Oo, pero that one is still a compromise. So, sabi ko, kung willing naman pala kayo mag-turn over, because katulad niyan, yung unang version niyan, hindi mixed use. So, sabi ko saan kayo kukuha ng halos 2 billion, di ba, na ilalagay, tapos paano magiging affordable kung hindi nyo papayagan na may 7-Eleven or may daycare, whatever, dun sa napakalaking complex. So, to be fair, they considered
Pumayag
it.
naman.
But, ibang-iba sa press release nila kanina that within 1 year, they will turn over. Nandyan po yung court where Kobe Bryant taught the students and where LeBron James played. So, in any development we're gonna do there, i-preserve yung court na yon. So, may cost din iyon But again, they're not willing to turn it over. So, I'm just responding because yun nga problema ko, ma'am They keep...
Ang sinasabi nila, yung 1 to 2 years naman refers to new projects. Ito kasi, minana na lang nila, matagal na to, yung Fort Bonifacio tenement.
Yes.
So, walang turnover period.
But yun nga ang point ko, ma'am Wag na sila mag-argue kung palusot. Kasi, bagong project na yan kasi na-condemn na
Tama, tapos na.
Tapos na We're going to totally redo everything in that area. Diba? So, I wouldn't have mind if what they said kanina is it's a case-to-case basis. Pero ang sagot nila, Di ba to sinabi nila, bago ngayon, community? Hindi. 50 years ago, community na ang binibuild ng NHA. Maharlika Village is a community. It's not a housing project. But I'll stop there, Madam Chair, kasi nga, paikot-ikot na tayo. Ang point ko lang, less argument sa amendments kung sila mismo magpro-propose ng amendments ng mga mali at tama nila over the last 50 years na i-replicate natin yung tama, i-eradicate natin yung mali. Madam Chair. Mr.
Yes,
President.
thank you very much. In fact, the NHA extension was a much longer law. Mas marami silang amendment na sinasuggest. Pero binawasan na lang natin para mabilisan
Para
yung
mabilis.
pagtapos ng extension ng corporate life. Doon na lang tayo tumutok. Pero tama kayo, ito na yung pagkakataon na baguhin yung mali.
Thank you. Thank you po.
Thank you, Senator Cayetano, Senator Marcos.